quick shower, get in the car, get home. And I was thinking before the game was even finished. After the game, I was in and out within 10 minutes. I'd gone. I was in the car, getting home. It consumed us, like, just thinking about, like, get home, just get home. Just went out to the roof, stood on the ledge and thought, you know, I don't know if I can carry on anymore. And then I just felt a pull back and, like, sort of stepped back off. And that was my moment then where I thought, right, you need to get help, you need to ask for help. When we moved up here in 2001, the same area, same routine, you know, I was at Liverpool for 5 years, Wigan, which is just the same distance as Liverpool, so everything's familiar. You know, I could drop Lucy when she come up to school, pick her up, do stuff in the afternoons, but then all of a sudden that changes when you have to commute. I was setting off at 5:45 in the morning to beat the Manchester traffic. I was getting to training at Sheffield for 7:15, there was no one there. When you're on your own in your mind and you're having thoughts and stuff, it becomes really, really difficult. And it was more the stuff I was missing back home, not seeing Lucy very often, not seeing Leona, and, you know, all the walks, the plays, the picking up from school, that was gone. And that's what I struggled with, yeah. I didn't really know what I was feeling. I didn't really know what it was, didn't understand it. Just, you know, you just think, oh, I'll be okay next week. I'll snap out of it next week. It was a tough 3 years. I thought I was on a 1-year contract at Sheffield Wednesday. So I thought, well, I've played well, I've got player of the season. There was a couple of clubs back locally that were interested. I thought, right, that'll do me, I'll come back. But then I found out that halfway through, when I played 30 games, it triggered another year, which I didn't know. And ended up staying another year after that. But then it was 2015. So I've gone in first day pre-season, in my kit. I'm thinking, there's no way I'm signing this deal. And they said, right, come up and sign it. So I've gone up to the manager's office and put the pen and paper in front of me, picked the pen up and said, look, I just can't do this. I can't sign. And just literally got up and drove home. And that was it. I went to Bury and I thought, well, that's me done. I just didn't want to train. I just went out of the training pitch, didn't want to train. And we were going to Portugal for a week and I was thinking, I can't go there. I couldn't sleep. I was thinking I'm going to be away from home for a week. I'm not great. You know, I'll probably have to share a room with someone. I was thinking, no. So anyway, I ended up somehow getting on the flight. We stayed in these blocks and I was on the top floor after the first day. We finished training. It was quite late at night and I just went out onto the roof, stood on the ledge and thought, you know, I don't know if I can carry on anymore. And I was literally on the edge and then I just felt a pull back and, like, sort of stepped back off. And that was my moment then where I thought, right, you need to get help, you need to ask for help. I rang Leona straight away and said, listen, I'm really struggling here. And she said, right, you need to get home. You need to get home. So I made some kind of excuse to get home, flew home the next day, and rang the PFA, said, look, I'm really bad here, I need help. And they said, look, we'll come and meet you, we'll get you to counsellor. So I started seeing a lady in Manchester, which she was amazing. And you start to put things in place, and things got good. For about 12 months, 18 months, you know, I was in a good place, getting regular therapy, but then I started to miss the routine of being a footballer. I missed the routine of doing something. That's what a lot of ex-footballers struggle with when that structure's gone. Because basically for 20 years you're told where to be, what to eat, what time you're training, when your day offs are, you know, where you're going to be at the weekends, and then all of a sudden that stops and you're lost. You are lost. So I started slipping backwards. That's when I went away to Kirkland place in North Wales, like a rehab place. And then I thought, right, I need a focus now. What do? I need to do something. So Liverpool have been amazing, so I do a lot of work now with Liverpool Foundation. We do a lot of stuff in the community, mental health, coaching, employability, homelessness, you know, food banks, everything like that. I need to know what I'm doing each week, but I need a structure. People know that I've suffered and will, you know, still suffer, not as bad as I did, but I know now the tools that I need to you know, to get up the next morning and go again. Well, the walking's brilliant group we're involved with. It's called Walking and Talking, Charity Alex, basically, exercising and talking. We did Coast to Coast last year. We've got 3 peaks coming up in June. We're doing Kilimanjaro next year, but it's not just ex-footballers, it's people now that have joined it that have suffered with mental health, whether that's through bereavement, addiction, you know, all kinds of different things. And hopefully, ideally, going forward, we're going to put like walks on up and down the country where people can just come and walk together and have a chat and stuff like that. That's the aim eventually. Mental health wasn't really talked about. It's always been there. I mean, my dad suffered for years. You know, my dad's dad committed suicide for mental health, which I never knew about until my situation come out. But I think there always will be a stigma around mental health because I think that's just the poisonous world we live in. It's certainly a million times better than it was. And I think it will get better and better as we go on. I think there'll be more services, I think there'll be more people talking. I think there'll be more people knowing that there's a way out and there's people out there that can help them.